I've had this theory for a while now that there's a secret lore in Avatar: Last Airbender, and that lore is that the entire show is based off World War II. Let me explain. When I was a kid, I used to love Avatar. It was one of my most loved TV shows as a kid, and it still is to this day. In fact, the series just keeps getting better each time I watch it. I notice new funny jokes and how hot everyone is, and some funny mistakes. And something I realized is that it is based a lot off of World War II. Let's just look at the facts. Why don't we start with the intro? The first line is, "Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked." Now let's change some of those lyrics and see what we get. Long ago, the world lived together in harmony. Then everything changed when the Nazis attacked. Yep, sound familiar? Now that's been established, let's go over the nations and who they are in real life. The obvious one is the Fire Nation. As I mentioned in the fake intro, the Fire Nation is the Germans in World War II. They wanted to spread their nation's happiness, but in doing so had to eliminate the Airbenders so there wouldn't be any Avatar. Similar to the Germans in World War II, who wanted to get revenge on Jewish people for putting their country in debt. They tried to eliminate the whole race, but they just couldn't. The next nation we have to cover is the Air Nomads. This is the second most obvious nation to cover. I'm sure most of you have guessed it, but the Air Nomads are the Jewish, the Polish, the disabled, and the homosexuals and the gypsies, all targets of Nazis during the Holocaust. Next up is the Water Tribe, especially the Northern Water Tribe. For the most part, they tried to stay out of the war, so they pretty much tried to stay neutral. In the beginning, I would say that they were Sweden or Switzerland, but then again, they switched from being neutral to a defensive nation thanks to the Fire Nation. So I mean that the Water Nation could be anybody. Like, I've tried, but no country is a perfect spitting image of the Water Nation. So yeah, you're gonna have to let me know what you think in the comments below. Now that you've done that, it's time to move on to the more challenging nation of all, the Earth Kingdom. I looked for a while, and I think I've narrowed it down to two countries, America and Britain. These were the two main offensive countries other than Russia. I had to choose between my country, America, and Britain. And I'll have to go with Britain. I mean, I know America's my country and all, but think about it. All right, I've decided this because of one reason and one reason only. Because the Earth Kingdom is a monarchy, and so is Britain. And now that we have all that information out the way, now we have to figure out what the actual lore is. And I've done countless calculations, and the lore is as follows. Yeah, get psyched. I believe the secret lore is that the world is a post-Holocaust world where the Nazis succeeded in doing the final solution, wiping out the entire intended target. In this situation, they are the Nomads, except they couldn't find one air nomad or the one Jewish person. And this person would be the Avatar in the show, and he would get his powers from all four nations. But if this was real life, and there was only one Jewish person left, I think he would get his powers from being the only Jewish person left, and from his fame, and from being the only one alive. He would be treated like a leader due to his experience, and he would know what the Nazis have done. And this Jewish person's goals would be to take down Adolf Hitler, just like the Avatar is to take down the Fire Lord. So, just like that, your favorite childhood TV show turned out to be an alternate deadly world based off the Nazis. Like, honestly, I think that's it. I think that's the secret lore. Kind of short video today, kind of on the short side, if you know what I mean. Shout out to all my short people out there. But, like, I thought it was pretty good. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Like it if you liked it. Disliked it if you liked it. Actually, don't. Do the opposite. Like it if you disliked it. Because I know everyone disliked it. And I like likes. And while you're at it, there's a subscribe. So, yeah, it's right there. Just click it. It's like, takes 2 seconds to click it. And it's really not that hard. Yeah, okay.